friends, how are you? My name is Wendy and I am a paper crafter, I am a scrapbooker, and I am an aspiring junk journaler. And I'm really enjoying this book. In fact, I've ordered another little golden book, don't tell my husband, from Amazon. And it should be coming today. Ooh, we'll see if it gets here before I'm done. Anyway, I like this size. I've mentioned that before. I really like this size. As somebody who has an enormous amount of 12 by 12 paper. Oh, let's see. We'll just go like this. See that? It's all full of 12 by 12 paper, but oh, look, there's more over here, and it goes way over, and under my desk, I have even more. So for somebody who has hoarded 12 by 12 paper, this is a really nice size because, as I mentioned before, so you get a, let's find one of these empty ones. So this is 12 inches right here. And then this was just shy of 8 inches. So then you get a 4 by 12 inch strip that you can use in your book to play with. You can add it anywhere, or you can save it for some other project. I reuse all of my paper. I have lots of stash paper that's cut from different things. But anyway, this makes a really good size. And I'm finding it's great for photographs. So this, you do, okay, I cut down a little bit. If you cut down enough, I couldn't cut down anymore because his face was already, I cut it down from this size because his face was already cut off. I cut quite a bit off of this one, and then I could put because this was unnecessary, and then I could put a border around it. It has lots of room for journaling and storytelling, which I just don't do that in my 12 by 12s. I don't know why I don't do it. You know, sometimes I put a little strip of journaling, but usually on a 12 by 12 page in a scrapbook, you're just showing a lot of pictures. And anyway, I like this size. I think this is going to be my go-to size for a while because, oh, let me show you. So I have, oh, but that's not all. And I have, oh yeah, I have more. And that's not all. And I have more. That's not all. And I have more. And I still have more over there. And yeah, I'm getting a new one coming. Yeah. See, this is what I do. I did this with 12 by 12 pattern paper. And now I'm doing it with little golden books. So to be honest, I was given a stack of them just to start out with, wondering if I would ever do anything with them. And then I started playing with this book, and this is still Corby's book from 1992. The glue that I ordered is supposed to be arriving tomorrow, so I will cover both sides of this when I get that glue. So here is something I'm going to try. I'm hoping it will work well. I have this little, ooh, let me find it. So I have this tool. It's called, oh, let me get it going the right way. Carnora. It's Carnora. Anyway, it has two sides. This side, it looks like it's a sharp little scalpel, but it's not. It's a nice little wedge, and it is sharp-ish. It will not cut you. It looks like a scalpel, but it's dull. The point is not even very sharp, so no injuries involved. One of the things that I was upset about was that I didn't make space for a cover. I didn't even think about doing a cover, to be honest. I thought, well, you know, I'm just going to tell my story and throw it right out there, but I'm realizing that I would really like a cover for it. So what I'm trying to do, and I cut this to size, so 20 centimeters by It was more than 5 inches. It was probably closer to 5.5. So, and I mainly just want to cover this because I started out by talking about how I wanted to move about as soon as I moved to North Carolina. I wanted to move out. It had nothing to do with North Carolina. So those of you who are from North Carolina and say, oh, but we love North Carolina. The people were kind. I have a lot of friends. Many that are still there, many that have moved on because it was a military community. Now I need to find my glue. There it is. And I really enjoyed it there. That aspect, I did not enjoy hurricanes. They really freaked me out a lot. I really do think I have a hurricane PTSD. I mean, like, I'm not diagnosed by it, but I had some PTSD. Oh gosh, from years ago, years and years ago. And, you know, once you've had it, you never really get rid of it. You learn how to manage it. You learn what to say. You learn the self-talk that you need to say to talk yourself through it. Some people have to be medicated for it. I'm not. So, but I've already been diagnosed with it. And I just figure, you know, I get anxious about certain things, and the hurricanes really threw me into a loop. And I think one of it, and my husband has PTSD also from going to Iraq. And it's when you are placed in a situation you really have no control over. And I had no control over hurricanes whatsoever, other than to evacuate when necessary. And you never know what the damage is going to be. They think it might be this bad and it's a whole lot less than it was, or it could be a whole lot worse than they thought it was. We just had that hurricane in Mexico that they just did not expect it to hit at a Category 5. My husband drove through Florida right after Hurricane Michael, which hit the Florida coast at a Hurricane 5, Category 5. And then he said it looked like a nuclear bomb had gone off. And all the trees were just, I mean, it just, he had never seen anything like that in his life. So I do have hurricane PTSD. I really do. I know I do. Here we go. And I may need to cut this a bit. We'll see. But it worked. Look at that. It worked. So this little Carnora, and I got it. I had ordered something on Amazon. It was obviously a Tim Holtz product because that's what I order. And, you know, you get like several different vendors will offer a little perk. So like their price may be exactly the same as somebody else's price, but they're going to offer you this little perk. And so I took this little perk, and on one side there's a picky tool. And on the other side, there's this little scalpel. Like I said, it is not sharp at all. It is dull. But it really worked for what I needed it to do. In fact, if it had been sharp, it probably would have cut my paper, and that would have been a bad thing. So this worked. So now I have a new surface to decorate in my little golden book. Yay! And I need to let you know, I got mail. Woo! Yay! Okay. So we are going to use this. I just saw, okay, I meant to even start out with this. So I don't know how many of you have heard of Pete Hughes. But he is a Tim Holtz maker. He also works full-time for Sizzix. I put these on here and I was like super sloppy with my little pen. I should have gotten a ruler out, but I was like, oh, let's just do this quick. Anyway, he just did a video, and it's on the Sizzix YouTube channel on this. So anyway, Pete Hughes is a maker, but he works full-time for Sizzix, and he does come up with some of his own dies, and I'll show you one of his dies right now. So this is a Pete Hughes die, and I think he just has a P on there. That must just be his signature on there. He has a few. In fact, the one that is coming in a few days. I'm not sure exactly when it's going to arrive. I just ordered it on Amazon. Is a Pete Hughes die. And like I said, he does a review on Sizzix of a number of different of Tim Holtz's dies. He's a maker and everything. And if you go on Pinterest and you look up, I think this is artistic elements. Maybe this is, oh, I'll have to look them up and write them on top because I haven't already. But he reviewed both of these. He makes the most amazing things. He, in fact, when he was reviewing his infinite shapes, infinite elements, that's the one I'm getting. He said he was a cartoonist before he started working at Sizzix. Anyway, he takes these shapes and he plays with them, and the next thing you know, he's turned this one in particular into a number of princesses from Disney princesses, and anyway, you should look up Pete Hughes. He is cool. No, I don't work for Sizzix. No, I work for me. And no, I do not work for Tim Holtz or Sizzix or Pete Hughes or any of them. They have not paid me to say these good things about them. These are the people I gravitate towards, and these kind of projects I gravitate towards. So I want to work on this spot right here. And I want to see if these squares, how they fit on here. So that is a little bigger. I have two thoughts on that because this flips up. I could still put this on there like that. There is space for it to be the flip up. So there is that thought. Let's see. So there are several of these blocks. And I know I've told y'all that I've quilted, and I don't really consider myself a quilter. Certainly not a good one, but I have quilted, and this feeds that quilting desire within me. How's that? Let's see. What would I put? I mean, if I was, I'm just playing right now and seeing how I would use these. And just kind of checking it out. So that's a little teeny tiny. I do something like that. So what I want to do is make this like, this is a Christmas die, but I don't want to make it a Christmas. I want to make it woodsy. So I might use some of the blocks, but not all of the blocks. There are also these little trees. Ooh, aren't these fun? Oh, this little tree would work just perfectly right here. So what I think I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to start with a base that I'm going to glue onto. Well, I'm going to glue these pieces onto the base and then glue that onto this paper here. So let's go find some cardstock. Well, okay, so audition number one, let's take all these guys off. And I have this piece of paper right here that was left over. It is not bigger than, but I could still have those pieces kind of hanging off. I also can cut them off after I'm done as well. So I think this is going to be the winner. It is the leftover from this right here. So I think this one is going to be the winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. So we are going to play on this and remove everything out of here. So if you know me even a little bit, you know I am going to start with, and it's usually either vintage photo or ground espresso, but I'm going to start with ground espresso. Because, yeah, he's my favorite. I'm going to turn my little cardboard over too, sorry. Because this is the side I've already inked on. Look at all that ground espresso there. So, favorites are favorites, what can I say? Now, I don't think I need to do much more than just grunge up the outside of this. One of the reasons why I wanted very much to cover my photos with that, it was a page protector for a binder, you know, page protector that I got at Walmart. This was the absolute cheapest ones. I would not go with that, not from this project. I would go with the next step up with a little more oomph to them, but this is what I have right now. I also have been hoarding 12 by 12 page protectors. I'm not done making 12 by 12 albums though. I've got several that I've started and not finished. I need to finish them. And so, okay, so we're gonna start with this. One of the suggestions that Pete Hughes made was to cut a whole bunch of them out. I don't know. Should I do that? And, well, he did a bunch of different colors. He was making Christmas cards. I don't want to do a bunch of colors and make Christmas cards. I want to do me. Let's see. Oh, thinking. Maybe what I'll do is I will cut out a bunch of these little guys, and I'll cut them out of either watercolor paper and then play that way with them, because I want them to be a little different, right? So I think I'll get all the things that I'm going to call trees. I call that a little tree. I'm going to start there. I'm going to call this a tree stump. I'm going to cut out some of these because like that could go across there. And this could go across there. Or this one. Or this one. Oh, I could do all kinds of things. I might cut those out of just dark green leftovers. This is also, could be a tree in a forest. Just try that. Oh, gotta love this. This could go right on there or on the edge there. I think I'm gonna not do the blocks right now. I think I'm gonna start with that. So I will see you over in my sunroom. Okay, so I have 2 scraps of dark greens. You may remember the trees here from the cover of this project, of this little golden book. And I want to make sure that these get cut out of this, the darkest of the greens. And then we'll see how much room we have for the others. I have room for that one and this one, but I'm going to put this one on this ever so slightly less dark green. Okay, let's speed this up. So I decided to go into my drawer and see what I have and see what will fit on these pieces. I have a good sized piece here, but I would really like to use up these guys. It's usually easier if I tear them apart. So I'm going to try these 2 first and see what all I can fit on them. And then if I want to add some stamping, you know, like to put some, boy, my mind, I have a cold. I'm going to just admit it. I have a cold, and I have not had my head on straight for a little while because of it. Well, I want to use, let's see, this, maybe just one though. Thinking maybe just one, because I can always come back and cut more. The space is actually really small. I don't think I'm going to utilize too many things. I have 2 out of that one. I think I'm going to do the rest of these. Let's turn them so that they are a little easier on here. Let's see. Well, you don't need to see me fiddle-faddling with these, so I will make this go faster. So I have put my things back. There were 9 on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Got them all. 2 on here. 1, 2. 5 on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3. And then 3. A lot of times I forget to count the little empty square there. But got them all. I like doing it that way. Some of these that have a lot of pieces, like this has 27. I have some that even have more pieces than that, and they're little teeny tiny. Helps me to not lose my mind or to lose my pieces, you know. Get some of this out of the way. Now this one here was just an impression that it made, so I'll probably just fussy cut that out. Or I could have, is it the same size? I could put that over it. I'll probably fussy cut it out. See if I have all of my little trees here. Here are my other ones. So I know what I'm playing with. So now it's kind of time to play around. I'm missing a piece. So I guess I'll start with the fussy cut. I'm going to get a little bigger scissors. Where are my scissors? Hold on. This is where having a longer pair of scissors is helpful. I like those little black ones a lot. But when I'm trying to cut something that is bigger and I want to make it straight, you kind of have to have scissors that will cut the whole thing. Okay. I will hang those up where they belong so I don't have to go looking for them again. Well, first thing I see that I need to do, besides get my little picky tool out, oh, maybe these will just come out with my nails, okay, is ink. Yes. And I have my nice dark rustic wilderness out. I don't know if it's the darkest of the colors of the greens. I have all these projects on my desk that I either need to finish or I need to put away because I'm done with them. I have to tell myself that sometimes. Okay, it's a big piece of something. I can't possibly lose it. Teeny, 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 tiny things I can lose. But a big honking piece of something, no way. So then I don't panic and I find it. That's one of those out of my control things that I was mentioning that, you know, so some things happened. Things do happen that are out of my control. And I have to talk myself down from it. Sometimes I have to recognize, okay, this is a PTSD moment. And I'll get through it. My husband has very different PTSD moments. It's kind of interesting. His doesn't flare up as often as mine does. But when it does, boy, oh boy, is it something else. And it's like, wow, what happened? But now we know, like the last time he had one, it's like, okay, what happened? And he explained kind of what happened. And I was like, okay, so now we know. And again, it was something that was absolutely out of his control. But that one actually, this last one that he had, he was in control. He had control of the situation. He just didn't think about what he could do to be in control. So what we did is we made a plan that when we get in this situation again, then what we're going to do is we're going to make a plan ahead of time. Okay, we know that in this situation, there is a good chance that something's going to be out of your control and you're going to get a PTSD moment. So these are all of the things that you can do. And I mean, they're all proactive, right? They're all things that he could do. Like get up and walk away. That's one of them. You know, so anyway. So I have all these goodies. This one either is going to go on here or on its own. Let me get my little piece of paper out. And then I'll decide whether or not I want to make some different squares in there. I don't know if I like that one. One of the things that Pete Hughes did is he made several of them and made it look like a little forest background, which would be nice. So let's see how much I want to embrace of the, just doing it on this paper, or whether I want to. See, let me show you this. So he's got them all compartmentalized. There we go. It's definitely like a quilt, right? And I like that. So maybe I do want to do that. So maybe, I don't know whether I just want to do some other backgrounds. Maybe I should take one tree at a time. Let's see. So these all fit right on here. So I have these 3 trees that I like. This one I don't know if I like. This one I do like, but it could be in its own little spot. This one, since none of these little guys go on it, let's see. So this could go on here like that. This could go on. Which one does it fit? It fits this one. This might fit this one. Or I could do it like this and have it just going off. I kind of like that. So maybe I should treat one tree at a time, or maybe 2 trees in one. So let's see. So this size here was the one that kind of fit like this. So I think I'm going to focus on this square first and decide what color I want to make it. Definitely going to start with this and see what background I want. I have 4 papers to choose from. I don't know which one I will use. I have this. I have this. Definitely like this better than the other one, so I'm going to set this over here. I have this. Nope. And I have this. Oh. Because there's plaid. Yes. Okay, so step 1 was getting it back on my magnet because, you know, I don't want to lose anything. And then step 2 is finding my ground espresso. Yep. Okay. Do I want to put the 3rd one on here? 3rd one would be in the middle, right? Because it's taller. Do that. All right, I have a few thoughts. I like this paper, but I don't want to just use that. I do like this little splatty thing over here, so I was thinking about leaving that. And maybe, hey, this is a squirrel moment. I just noticed this. So I'm going to, let me find my score tape. This stuff is amazing. It's very, very, very teeny tiny. And I'm going to put it right alongside here. And then get my snips. I'm going to put it on the other side of this also, because I noticed that this is from being open and closed and open and closed. It's starting to already show wear. I mean, it is paper, right? So there is a little bit of wear and tear. But I'm going to do this. Now I have found this, I don't know. I mean, I've heard some people have a lot of success with washi tape. I have not. It doesn't matter what brand they buy or whatever. It looks great, but it does not stick well. So I put this down first. So I pulled out my picky tool because for whatever reason, I just can't seem to do it with my fingernail. I don't have much fingernails anyway, but anyway. So now I'm going to take my washi tape. The end is a little ugly, so I'm going to let the end go over the top because I will snip that off. But if I put the score tape down, I'm just gonna, I'll make that nice too. But if I put the score tape down first, this sticks really, really, really well. And then it makes a nice little cover up for the wear and tear on my page. And I think it also helps prevent wear and tear on my page. There you go. So that was my little squirrel moment. Squirrel! Saw that and went, oh, gotta fix it now. Okay, so here's my thought. I would put this in the center, or center-ish. Then that will be my flap to pull that up. And I'll put like NC trip here because we went to not NC, SC, South Carolina trip, because this was our South Carolina trip. So I am going to, I'll probably pull out theory. I might do another one. We'll see. I think I like that. Well, the question is to ink or not to ink, right? Do these show up well enough without inking them? Okay, so we got a lot done today. We used this. This is called Holiday Block. So, so we used that for this little flap here. I may use it here. I may combine it with some of those trees that I got, that I put on the front of the book. I may do that. I haven't done this page yet, but I already know what I'm going to do. We did fix a major crisis here. Crisis averted, right? Yay. And we put this here. So there's now a cover to that book. And we need to decorate that. And I might use Holiday Block on that. I might use something else. I have not decided. But I think that is good for today. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I understand that thumbs up mean everything in the YouTube world, so please, please, please. Also, if you have not already subscribed, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my videos. And I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Bye.